car was moving forward, the Ojuju girl was moving forward, the bomb was thrown from the front, but all of a sudden the bomb affected it from behind. This was weird to me. If you ask me, it's not supposed to be so. It's gracing your screen, Timmy Color with these black and white videos again. I'm not sure you know me, that's why I mentioned my name. I'm doing these videos because I saw the way movie lovers bash the other movies online but left this one out. So I'm choosing to do this one intentionally. It's assumed y'all indirectly said this movie is 100%, of which I totally disagree. Don't get me wrong, this movie was properly written, produced and directed, and it was executed properly, to say the least. But I'm yet to see a Nigerian movie that goes without a flaw. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, you're gonna give me some of your time as I bring to you the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of Brotherhood, the movie. This movie features Fowles and Toby Bakari as the main character. It was directed by Lukman Ali. However, the first goof I want to point out is the use of twins. It begins with a scene where the parent of these twins, who would later become the main actor of this movie, were murdered. We saw the faces of these twins and they should be between the ages of 11, 12, 13 or 14, but that's not the point. The main point here is the fact that these twins were identical twins. They were the younger versions of these twins were identical twins, which would later be the main actor of this movie. But according to this movie, the younger identical twin brothers later grew up to become unidentical twins, which is biologically impossible. So from identical twin where you could not tell the difference in their, where you could almost not tell the difference in their faces, to identical twin that became Aki and Wiley, which is Fowles and Toby Bakari. A very big difference if you ask me. It's not possible to get a Fowles and Toby Bakari that look alike. So as the director, I would have just avoided the identical twin at the beginning of the movie. After all, they are not the main characters of the movie. I like the fact that this movie has an A story and a B story. The A story being the Ojuju boys and the robberies, and the B story being the relationship the twin brothers had with their girlfriends. 30 minutes into the movie, it was time for their first robbery, and I ran into a couple of issues watching this scene. Let me play this clip for you. The first issue here, the guy already sees the Ojuju character in front of him. I want to believe there is nothing he can do, so he keeps moving forward. This shot was taken from inside the car, as we can see this, and then we can also see the Ojuju girl in front. Look at her here. Then boom, another banger. Now let's take a look at this together. This car was moving forward, the Ojuju girl was moving forward, the bomb was thrown from the front, but all of a sudden the bomb affected it from behind. This was weird to me. If you ask me, it's not supposed to be so. And this is supposed to be a convoy with police cars at the front, police cars at the back, but I can see only one car in front of the bullion van transporting the cash. And with a lot of rough cinematography, bracket opened, which is used to hide improperly shot scene or improperly planned scene, bracket closed, you wouldn't notice. But I noticed that all these police officers were coming out of the bullion van. They were coming out of the cargo space where the money was kept. Another issue I had with this scene is I thought the money was supposed to be packed inside a kind of paper box or carton or even safe. But I saw the money coming out of waste bins or knapsack or whatever I call them. And they don't even look like they have weight. They look like it was one form of cushion that was stuffed inside the bags. I don't know, that's my observation. At the 47th minute of this movie, we discovered that Wale's yet to be his wife was already pregnant. But that's not the issue. The issue is the fact that his yet to be father-in-law is supposed to be a morally upright man who wouldn't like his daughter to get pregnant before marriage, but she already is. But he later mentioned it in the same scene that things are already happening. I immediately chose to forgive the scene. In cinema, it's called lampshading. Lampshading is a situation where you fix a script with another part of the script. Like you fix a flaw that is in a story with another part of that same story. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but you can Google it. The term for it is lampshading. Next, the wedding party. So at this wedding party, we have these two police officers seated, one guy and one lady. And the lady was, this guy said, okay, let me just play this clip for you.
Who the hell are these guys?
Guy, I have no idea, but check out this girl's shoes.
So this guy said, who are these people? She said, I don't know, but check out her shoes. That statement alone developed two extra scenes on the short list. One for the close-up of the shoes and the second one for her face looking at the shoes. But in the whole of the wedding party scene, I saw no shoes. Internet. One of the Juju guys was locked up in cell. His phone was would definitely have been taken away from him. The police was not his friend. He had no visitors who came in to visit him. Like he mentioned that his friends had forgotten about him. But one way or the other, I was able to know that the Ojuju boys were the ones at this police officer's wedding party. I don't know if it made sense to you. To me, I was asking myself, how did he get to know? That doesn't seem right. What do you think? I love to be told original stories with strong feats, which has one or two weak links, if that's what the plot says. But in this situation, when this guy was saying the story of how they're going to do two robberies in a day, the story was very weak, and obviously, we the viewers already know that no, there is no go area around what this guy is saying.
They work for bank. She get info about money we suppose land. That kind 100 meter. So if he strike the bank, and then we go formulate.
Kala!
The money still gas enter, so they go divert another set of that same money, go another branch. But then they go expect say we go strike them again. Meanwhile, we go there, they wait for them. We run now, 200 meter for Kolo. We move.
What you go lele now? This your plan. Now go big, go end.
But he was not a fool either. But why did they put that story in his mouth to say? On the final robbery, the filmmakers didn't make up their mind if they wanted to shoot their scenes for day or night. But eventually shot the scenes anyway. And what was the result? We had some scenes shot for day and some for night, which was illogically very wrong. Let me explain to you. So magically, after this scene which was day, and in fact this is the only evidence that this scene was day. If we look inside, we are looking at this little space here, we would think we are by night. But well, I'm choosing to pardon that. But what exactly went wrong here is, after this scene which is supposed to be day, this guy went out, and what can we see here? This is purely a night environment.
Adra, you know say I don't see things for this life.
And then he came back inside, and then this is supposed to be day.
The bullion van go pass this route, enter express.
And all this happened before this robbery. Our night became day. Okay, let me tell you something. Bullion vans don't travel by night anywhere in Nigeria or other countries. That's why every progression that is going to happen before the robbery was going to happen during the day, because that's final robbery is going to happen by day. So if you see a night shot before the robbery on that same day, then it was a goof. With this viewpoint of mine, I think I'm able to prove to you that no Nigerian movie is perfect yet.